Good morning and welcome to Toronto Police News for Friday, December the 15th, 2017. I'm Megan Gray and I'm joining you today from Toronto Police Headquarters. We're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at a R.I.D.E spot check, as well as tell you how you can help some of your fellow Torontonians stay warm this holiday season. But first, here's what happened in your city over the last 24 hours. Last night, at about 6:40 p.m., police were called to a stabbing in the area of Jarvis Street and Gerrard Avenue East. A man had gotten into a fight with another man when he allegedly stabbed him. The victim has been taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. At 11:20 last night, police responded to the sound of gunshots in the area of Browning Avenue and Arundel Avenue. A man reported having shots fired at his automobile from another car. Police arrived and located bullet holes in the car as well as shell casings, but no injuries were reported. If you can help police with this incident, please call 54 Division or Crime Stoppers anonymously. And now back to our feature story. Over the holiday season, you may come across a R.I.D.E spot check. Here is our very own Constable Clint Stibbe to tell you about what happens during these R.I.D.E spot checks.
Tonight we're running a R.I.D.E patrol. It is a festive ride and it is in cooperation with the Durham Regional Police, OPP, Minister Del Duca from the Ministry of Transportation, the Toronto Police Service, and Mad Toronto. And the purpose of this R.I.D.E patrol is to help reduce the number of impaired drivers on our roads. And what we're going to do is we're going to take you inside the truck and show you around a little bit of what's inside and how things work. So, anyone that is found to be operating a motor vehicle that has consumed any alcohol, we do have them come into the vehicle and we're going to submit them to a test at the roadside. Before we do that, we make a demand for the individual to supply us with a sample of their breath into a approved screening device. That device is over here. What happens is, in this particular case, if the person does blow a fill in this device, unfortunately, they will be arrested. So these go part and parcel together. Depending on their readings will depend on what happens, but what we need to keep in mind is impairment is actually now occurring between two different types of substances. One is alcohol, the other is drug. What a lot of people believe is if they're not over the legal limit, they can't be charged. That's not in fact true. Over 80 milligrams operation and impaired driving are two separate charges, but at the same time the Ministry of Transportation and the government has now given us the powers to charge a person with impaired operation by drug by using a drug recognition evaluator. That person assesses what that individual may have consumed as well as to what degree their impairment is being displayed. Based on that information, they're able to lay a charge and essentially put those charges before the court for prosecution. We need to keep in mind that impaired driving is a problem on our roads. Over 1,100 people so far this year have been arrested for an impaired driving related offense. 60 of those individuals have been arrested for a drug impaired driving offense. So we can only stress again and again, making the right choice, use public transit, take a taxi or a designated driver to get to your location safely. And tonight so far we've already had a few tests. We don't want to have anybody arrested with impaired driving, especially during the festive season, because if everyone makes the right choice, our roads are safer. So with community support, government support, and the support of our police services throughout Canada, we can have the safest roads on the world.
Thanks, Clint. And a special thanks to TPS member Eva Ratnakumar for taking that video for us. If over the next couple of weeks you're passing by 40 College Street and you have formerly used winter coats or winter boots that you no longer need, please consider donating them to us. Members of the Toronto Police Service have been collecting winter coats and boots over the last number of weeks so that we can donate them to people in need. Today is our last episode of Toronto Police News before we take a brief break over the holiday season. If you have any thoughts on how you've enjoyed Toronto Police News since the beginning of October, please leave us a comment on our YouTube channel or email us at feedback.news@torontopolice.on.ca. Thanks for watching Toronto, stay safe, and we'll see you in January 2018.